Welcome back to our SketchUp for Schools tutorial series. We are still working on our potting shed project, and we have finished up most of the interior. The only things that really left when it comes to the interior part is the window, doors, and the textures, materials, and any kind of small 3D warehouse things that we're going to bring in. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Follow Me tool and complete the window. And we're going to work on and do a large paned window and do all the little details for that. We're going to use the Follow Me tool with it, and that's the same way we're going to create the doors in the next video. So if we come over here to the window, the first thing we want to do is make sure that, again, like it already should be, that the wall is a group. If the wall is not a group, then you're not going to be able to do this part. So make sure that the wall is a group, and we actually want to right click on the wall and go ahead and lock it. Using lock it, whenever you lock it, it makes it to where we can't do anything to the wall. If you click on it, it turns red. That means that it's locked. We can't do anything to it. This way I can come in here and I can erase things, and it's not going to delete the group. So go ahead and start off. We're going to take the tape measure, and I'm going to do a few different things. One, I'm going to go along the green axis. So using the left arrow key, and we're going to do 0.5. We're going to go along the green axis going the other way, 0.5. We're going to go 0.5 on the interior, and then from the interior we're going to go back along the red axis, and we're going to go with 3.5. So all of those should line up now. Next, we're going to actually create our shapes. Right now we're creating the shape that we're going to do the Follow Me tool. So I'm going to take my rectangle tool, and I'm going to connect all of these shapes. So now we created our little horseshoe. I'm going to take my eraser tool. I'm going to erase these two lines. This is the reason that we locked the wall, so that way I can erase it and it's not going to erase our wall. I'm going to go ahead and erase the guides. At this point, we could come in here and we could modify this if we wanted to. For example, let's take our arc tool, and let's go in here, and on the interior let's create a little bitty arc. It's going to turn turquoise, and that's going to be our tangent, so we'll create that little arc. Come in here, the eraser tool, and let's erase that right there. You could also come in here with the arc tool, and you can create little bitty indentions with all of that, depending on how you want it to look. Next thing we want to do is we need to enclose and create a line of what our shape is going to follow, because we're going to use the Follow Me tool, and so this shape is going to follow a path that we select. So we need to create that path. So take our rectangle tool, and I'm going to take and fill in a rectangle that goes on all four sides of our window, and it closes it up. I'm then going to select the center part and erase it. This still keeps that outside line. So if I can actually come over here to my tags panel and turn off my walls, you'll see I still have those four four lines or four edges of that window. First thing we're going to do, because we're going all the way around, to make things easier, we're going to pull this shape up. So I'm going to select both parts of our shape, click on our move tool, and I'm going to hit control because I already drew my line, and I'm going to pull that up somewhere up here higher than the very bottom. I'm then going to come in here and erase this part. Again, we're only doing this because we're doing a window. If we're doing a door, then we wouldn't. I want to erase this line. I'm going to turn off my walls just to make sure that I have, so I need to get rid of that line. I want to make sure that that is connected. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn back my walls again, and well, actually I'm going to leave them off, and I'm going to go ahead and select all four sides. So all four sides. Click on the Follow Me tool, then click on our shape. And this is the back side of the faces. So click spacebar, triple click on it, right click, and reverse face. And now we have our window. So now we have all the trim and everything for our window. Next thing we're going to do is we need to do all the window panes and everything. So if we take our tape measure, we're going to find the midpoint, and from that midpoint we're going to go on each side 0.25. Take our rectangle tool and we're going to connect the dots. Go and take the push-pull tool and pull the window all the way up to the top. So now we have that part. Now we're going to do the window panes. So first thing to do is take our line tool and we're going to draw in a line up a foot or so. That doesn't really matter where it is. Next, take your selection tool, click on that line, take our move tool, click on it, hit control to make a copy, drag it all the way over here to the right side, click, then hit /3 and then hit enter. And actually let's do /4. Yeah, let's do /4 in order to create 3 spaced out centered lines. Next, we're going to do the same thing for the sides. So draw in another little line. Click on that line, select the move tool, hit control to make a copy of it, drag it all the way up here to the very top. Click on it, /, let's do 6. And yeah, 6 will be fine. Actually, let's do 5. So we'll do /5. And we could go back in there and do / however many more times we wanted to, as long as we don't click and do anything else. So as long as you're not sitting here and changing any of the tools, then you're good. Next, we're going to take our line tool and simply just finish up drawing the sides. So we're finishing all up, and so now we have all of this grids. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to select the offset tool, and we're going to click, and on each one of these type in 0.25, hit enter. Once we do it one time, if we just double click really quick on each one of these, then it will automatically redo that 0.25. Sometimes it will messes up, so we just go in here, type in 0.25, and it resets it. So if you do mess up, just do Control Z and redo it. So if you move your mouse between mouse clicks, then it messes it up like that right there. So just Control Z, redo it, put in 0.25, and then go through here and try not to mess up so many times. The double clicking is it's just doing what you last did. So anytime we double click, then it's just recreating what we just last did. So that's what that's doing. So now we have all of that. Click on the eraser tool. And I'm bringing back my walls again. And let's erase all of our lines. So really quick, just erasing all of these lines. And we're going to go in here and we're going to use the push-pull tool and pull this face back one way, and then make a copy of it and put it the other way. Remember, if you mess up anywhere, just hit Control Z, undo it. Make sure we go through, there's no kind of any spare lines going anywhere. Once you have that, hit the P key for the push-pull. Click on that edge. Pull it out. Go 0.25. Then what we're going to do is you're going to hit the Control key. Yeah, the Control key. Make sure you have a plus up there. Click on that edge or that face, pull it all the way to the other side. This right here is 3/4 of an inch. So we want to add in 1/4 of an inch more than that. So I'm going to pull it all the way out like that, type in 1, hit enter, and now we have the window panes. So right click, reverse that face. We do have all these little bitty lines here. We can come in here and erase those. I'll erase those. I'll clean those up in between the videos. So you go through here, go ahead and erase all these little spare lines. While you do that, last thing we want to do is click on our paint bucket tool. Go in here, click on this little icon. Scroll all the way down until we go to the glass and mirrors. We want to select this gray right there, which is a translucent glass gray, if I can speak. Go in here and click on all of these window panes. It will just be gray like this right here when you click on one side. Go over to the other side and do the same thing for the other sides. And now we have our little window. Take our selection tool, triple click on this, right click, go ahead and make this a window or a component. Window, click OK. If you haven't already, make sure you make a tag for the windows. Click on our shape. Change it from untagged to window. So that's going to finish up that. In our next video, we're going to add in a little bit down here at the very bottom. We're going to modify it a little bit. We'll then come in here and work on our doors. So hopefully that helps you out in how to use the Follow Me tool. Practice it if you had problems with it. The biggest thing is making sure that you select what line you want to follow. Make sure that it's one continuous path. It can't jump paths. And then click Follow Me tool, and then click on your shape. So clean up your little lines. Make sure that you put it in the correct tags, and then we'll kind of finish up, and we're going to work on this bottom part right here. Create sort of like a little ledge on the interior in our next video, along with using the Follow Me tool and creating a dorm frame. So thank you very much for watching this episode. Stay tuned for more episodes in this playlist on the YouTube channel, and more in the YouTube channel overall. Thank you.